restrict artificial intelligence. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is the message Vice President Vance just delivered to world and tech leaders at an AI summit in Paris.
The Trump administration believes that AI will have countless revolutionary applications in economic innovation, job creation, national security, healthcare, free expression, and beyond.
The vice president warns excessive regulation would paralyze AI. President Trump, who keeps touting a plan that Middle East leaders oppose for the U.S. to take control of Gaza and rebuild the war-torn home for Palestinians, he's now warning Hamas all hell will break out
if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock. I think it's an appropriate time.
Hamas has replied the only way hostages get released is under the Gaza ceasefire deal it warns is in jeopardy, claiming Israel's violating the terms. President Trump's also imposing 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports with no exemptions.
Our nation requires steel and aluminum to be made in America, not in foreign lands.
That could lead to other countries to retaliate from Canada to overseas.
Trade ministers from across Europe will hold an unscheduled video conference tomorrow. The EU warns this won't go unanswered and is promising countermeasures. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says the EU will act to protect its workers, businesses and consumers.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. The Trump attempt to shrink the federal workforce has been put on hold.
A deadline for federal employees to accept a resignation offer will continue to be extended. A federal judge in Boston is leaving a temporary stay in place until a final ruling on a challenge to the buyout plan. The White House says more than 65,000 federal workers accepted the deal that allows them to resign immediately and be paid through the fiscal year.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern. A pilot is dead after a business jet veered off a runway in Scottsdale, Arizona, crashed into a parked plane. The jet that was landing is owned by Motley Crue singer Vince Neil. He was not on board. His girlfriend was and was injured. America's listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
I'm Dana Perino, and this is Perino on Politics. From policy to protest, major Democratic lawmakers call out President Trump on the streets of Washington, D.C., while the Trump administration continues to make some serious waves. For all of this and more, I'm joined by my friend, former GOP strategist and host of The Rich Zeoli Show, Rich Zeoli. Available now on FoxNewsPodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Must listen to podcasts from Fox News Audio. Fox News Audio presents the Fox Nation Investigates podcast, Evil Next Door, exploring the life and crimes of 5 serial predators from across the United States.
It's a very disturbing case.
In never-before-heard interviews and first-hand perspectives.
Described as pure evil. That's a good description.
The Fox Nation Investigates podcast, Evil Next Door. Follow and listen starting February 25th at foxtruecrime.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
While Vice President Vance speaks in Paris at that AI summit, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is in Germany on his first foreign trip since taking office. He'll meet with commanders of both the U.S. European Command and the U.S. Africa Command before traveling to Belgium, as Secretary Hegseth sends more American boots to the southern border.
The Pentagon says an additional 1,500 active duty troops will bring the total at the U.S.-Mexican border to about 3,600. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem spoke about the effect the border effort has had thus far while appearing on Fox News Sunday.
We're having 90% less encounters at the border.
Noem went on to describe the type of people she sees being removed from the U.S.
I watched a plane load of people unload at Gitmo that were pedophiles, child pornographers. They were drug dealers in our communities.
A federal judge did issue a temporary restraining order Monday prohibiting more migrants from being sent to Guantanamo for now. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Well, here's someone else who may be deported. A man jailed in Louisiana.
Police say 32-year-old Juan Monroy was working near the Nicholls State University campus when he randomly attacked a student. He is charged with attempted murder in the unprovoked attack. Republican Governor Jeff Landry is calling it another senseless act of violence committed by someone who should not be in the country, and says this is the reason President Trump has transferred some illegal immigrants to Guantanamo Bay. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
The head of the Fed will head to Capitol Hill today. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will discuss the economy and interest rates at a Senate hearing this morning. Tomorrow, Powell will testify at the House after we get another update on inflation, which has crept back up recently. That report will be consumer prices for January. On Wall Street, stock futures are down. The day after the Dow and the NASDAQ both gained well over 100 points. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee unveiled his $58.4 billion budget proposal on Monday. The governor's budget priorities, including $1 billion in new road funding, plus $72 million towards nuclear energy initiatives, and $45 million for agricultural development. New funding for commercial and general aviation also included in that package. A man has died after being shot by law enforcement officers in Putnam County Monday morning. The TBI said the shooting occurred after a vehicle pursuit ended in a wooded area near I-40 West, mile marker 294. Authorities have not yet identified the deceased suspect. 10 Green and the Conservation Fund have acquired 82 acres of forested land in Jackson County. Officials say it's for an addition to the Blackburn Fork Wildlife Management Area. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:06. Today's Tuesday. It's the 11th, and starting off rainy this morning.
It is raining, and it's going to rain most of the morning. Maybe even throughout the afternoon, Jason.
It looks like it's going to rain the rest of
all
the week.
All day long.
They're saying 3 to 6 inches by Sunday.
Whoa, so it is going to be a little bit cloudy for us and rainy all week. 50 will be the high today. We're at 41 at the moment.
It's chilly feeling for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Cold.
That rain makes it feel colder.
A few things you need to know. In Crossville, getting a new steakhouse called Sandbaggers Steakhouse and Lounge. It's going to be located where Megabytes used to be, and 3 Italians, and the people that own Country Kitchen, Bruce Cannon and Gene Cannon are the owners of that. So Sandbaggers Steakhouse and Lounge coming to Crossville soon.
Well, city of Cookeville, the Putnam County Animal Shelter, they're looking for shelter operations manager. So you've got a couple of weeks to apply for that. Applications are being accepted until February 21st. So you can email jtracy@cookeville-tn.gov if you have questions or to send your resume.
All right. The Monterey Fire Department, they got a grant from the state fire marshal. They're going to be buying some new breathing apparatuses. It's going to cost them about $42,000.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That's a lot. The ones they've been using are 25 years old.
No, I think they need them. That's fine. But I just, things are so expensive nowadays.
Right.
But they definitely need them.
Yeah. We start thinking anything that's, like that's 25 years old.
Definitely needs to be replaced.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably on borrowed time with some of that stuff. And you don't want to be in a burning house with
breathing in the smoke.
And having equipment that might fail. So Chief Kevin Peters up there is just a hell of a dude. I really like him, and that's something that they for sure needed. Heck, it wouldn't surprise me if some of those breathing apparatuses they have are older than the people wearing them.
Oh, probably.
That would not shock me in the least.
Some of them. Congratulations to Upperman Middle School's Miss Kate Claude. She was the She was the Rotarian Excellence in Teaching recipient. So congratulations to her.
She wasn't the row your boat.
No,
queen.
But I mean, you could row your boat this morning as much as it's been raining.
Last night, Jackson County Commission picked their mayor. It's going to be Jim Morgan, next county mayor. And you may know this, Sheila, but and maybe I'm getting the names mixed up. Wasn't he the EMS director in Jackson County for a good long bit?
I'm not sure about that.
I think he was.
May have been.
So anyway, congratulations to Jim Morgan. He got on first vote through. He got it.
I want to say congratulations to Sam Dykus, the son of Ashley and Amber Dykus. Sam is the salutatorian, I believe. Let me see. Graduates with honors, distinction, Tennessee TriStar Scholar, and also has met all 4 benchmarks on the ACT. Ready grad, earned an industry certification and a 4.0 GPA.
Sounds a lot like my high school career right there. I said, that sounds a whole lot like my high school career right there. In case you couldn't hear it off.
What you wanted it to be?
Sheila's croup.
I'll be going along fine, and then either I'll have to sneeze or cough.
Well, I imagine that the sneezing and coughing will get worse as all this rain comes through. National Weather Service says 3 to 6 inches. National Weather Service says 3 to 6 inches. 3 storms will come through the Upper Cumberland area over the next 7 days. So just be prepared for that, and gonna be a lot. So localized flooding, probably some flash flooding at times. This could end. I mean, we could see some things we hadn't seen in a while with that much rain, for sure.
The next student we want to congratulate is valedictorian Abby Kate Hetty, the daughter of Ryan and Samantha Hetty. She had some great honors too. Honors with distinction, Tennessee TriStar Scholar. She's also met all 4 benchmarks on the ACT, earned an industry certification, OSHA 10, whatever that is. That sounds excellent, and maintained a 4.0 GPA too. She was talking about when her and Sam found out that they were the top 2 in the class, they were like, oh, they could sigh of relief because they've been trying so hard.
Oh, really?
The whole school, I guess the whole high school years.
I sighed real hard when I learned that I was actually going to graduate.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you did.
I was like, phew.
Yay, you made it.
My parents didn't think I was really going to walk across the stage.
Well, it's not because you're dumb.
No.
You just didn't apply yourself.
I just didn't take.
You are the tip when people say didn't apply himself. It's Jason, but you applied yourself making people laugh, didn't you?
This were you done with that?
I'm
sorry.
done with that.
Okay. This Friday, which is Valentine's Day, fellas. Don't forget, 8 to 10 at Exceptional Bean. It's the Love You Latte event. And stop by Exceptional Bean and get some coffee. And, of course, anytime you spend money at Exceptional Bean, it goes to their great cause of helping people that have disabilities have a job, and they just do an awesome thing over there. So again, that's this Friday morning, Valentine's Day, the Love You Latte event at the Exceptional Bean.
Well, this Thursday at 5:30 in the evening at the Putnam County YMCA, Valentine's Cycle Class. I don't think you have to have a partner, but if you want to bring your partner and
sounds romantic,
have a cycle class together, classes will be limited to
hey
7
baby,
couples.
Want to go to cycle class?
It's 7 couples or Galentine's night. You can sign up for through their mobile app at the Putnam County YMCA.
Now, Galentine's, that's just when a bunch of you ladies go out, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is.
That's what I thought.
It's usually all the single ladies, but it can be just you get your friends, your girlfriends, and go out and have a good time.
Now, a little bit later in the show at 7:30, Matt Phillips will be here from Jewelry Emporium. And so, fellas, if you're thinking, you know what, maybe I'm going to get some jewelry for her this year, but I don't know what. I don't know what the thing is.
Matt will help us.
Matt knows.
Yeah.
So some gifting tips for Valentine's Day. Guys, you really got to hit this one out of the park. You got to do good on this one.
Jason's been really thinking about it, so I think.
Well, I just think, that'd make for a good 2025. We got to do whatever it takes to have a good 2025.
That's true.
Making that woman happy is a great start.
I got just one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Valentine cookies at Ralph's.
Oh, they never would have known without you, Sheila.
They start selling them today.
Good morning, America. I'm sorry.
Because I said that the other night at the Sparta Chamber Awards.
I'm going to keep that going for
He went around the station yesterday telling everybody how I messed up and said, "Good morning, America."
Yeah, of course. Who's not going to tell everybody?
It was funny, though.
Yeah.
But Tim said he didn't remember me going, "I'm Sheila Scruggs," like you explain it. Anyway, that's it. The Ralph's Valentine cookies.
All right. Coming up, we've got your 2 cents. That's brought to you by our friends at Freedom Pond in Sparta. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street. They've got guns, guitars, tools, games, gaming systems, TVs, electronics.
Even jewelry. Valentine's Day coming up Friday.
So stop by and see our friends down at Freedom Pond in Sparta.
Well, here is your 2 cents. What board game causes the most arguments?
Oh, I think it's Monopoly, but let me think on that for just a second.
Yeah.
All right. We got your 2 cents coming up next. Head over to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub if you want to participate in that. We'd love on Facebook. We'd love to get your opinion. Good morning, Cookeville here, live from the Willow Window Studio with Jason and Sheila. We'll be right back.
Experience peace of mind with Cove Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. Start the new year with peace of mind and our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Cove Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
The next Half Price Upper Cumberland starts this Friday at 9. Get half off CG's Boutique, $25 gift card for half price. CG's Boutique, stay in style. 29 East 1st Street in Cookeville, behind Exceptional Bean. For more information about Half Price Upper Cumberland, visit our website. It's Half Price Upper Cumberland.
Looking for something to take your mind off this traffic? How about a true story of instant success? Did you hear about the 2 friends who went grocery shopping in Ashland City and picked up everything on their list plus $75,000? Or the one where a truck driver made a last-minute stop off Interstate 40 and drove off with a cool $1 million? All their lives changed in an instant, and yours could too. So stop by your local retailer for your chance with instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, life-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
Morning, Paula.
Morning, Ron.
Another day in Adminville, am I right?
What are you working on? Oh!
You okay?
Your tabs. You have so many open.
Yeah, gotta order lunch for the big client meeting. With great responsibility comes tabs.
I can help. Close all those tabs and open just one, EasyCater.com. Online ordering from local restaurants, plus tools to save time, stay on budget, track expenses.
One tab to rule them all.
EasyCater, the smarter way to order food for work. Order now at EasyCater.com.
You said bye-bye to big government. Now it's time to trim the fat from Big Wireless. Pure Talk gives you the exact same service. They use the same cell towers, the same 5G network. You get better customer service, and you pay half the price for the exact same thing. Get unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data with mobile hotspot for just $35 a month. Make the switch. You simply dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, America's wireless wireless company.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window studio. 620, raining a lot.
Raining
A lot.
Thank you, meteorologist.
Well, just giving everybody a heads up in case they haven't left their house yet.
It is, and it's 41. It's a little chilly. It's feeling colder than that, though, with the rain. Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pawn on Mavery Street in Sparta. They've got everything from guns to ammo to guitars to golf clubs to bikes and motorbikes, all kinds of stuff. So go by and check them out.
Those motorbikes, horseless carriages.
They might have a carriage. Who knows? They don't have a horse.
You just said motorbikes like it was 1920.
I know. Motorbikes.
Motorbikes, horseless carriages at Mayberry's.
Your 2 cents. What board game causes the most arguments?
Monopoly.
Hands down.
I think is probably it. And then my number 2, I think, would be Uno.
That's not a board game.
That's close enough.
Maybe. I don't think I want to take that one. But here's what everybody else is saying.
All right, hold on.
Board game.
All right, well, fine.
Uno's not a board game.
Then I'll take Yahtzee off the table as well.
Okay. People are saying Monopoly.
Dominoes, I'm going to take dominoes off the table. That's not a board game.
It's about the people now. Let's go to them.
Oh, now it's about the people. Okay.
Right. Monopoly. That's what Mike Sharp says. He said because people don't know the actual rules. Auction off the property you land on.
Well, I mean, yeah, there are some rules. I did play the Nintendo version once, and they played by the rules. I didn't like it.
You don't like all by the rules, do you?
I didn't
You
like
a
it.
Jason made up rule.
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing about Monopoly. You grow up playing by certain rules, and then those are the rules that you go by. Like almost every family has their own rules when it comes to Monopoly. I haven't played Monopoly the same.
That's true.
With anybody.
Everybody I play with, 1 or 2 things are a little different. And I'm like,
Right.
That's not how you play. Yes, it is.
Right. Every clan's got their thing.
That's why there's so many arguments in it.
Right.
Nobody knows the rules.
Right. Like I know when I play with my family that if you're playing with my mom, you can't buy the railroads. Those are for her.
I think that's hilarious.
You know, if you play with Donna and her clan, you know, they've got some other little intricacies, and I'm not 100% what they are, but
It's crazy. But
I don't like playing with anybody else that don't play by
your rules?
Yeah.
What board game causes the most arguments? Bruce, he's right on this one. The one you're playing.
No.
Like any of them.
Yeah.
So, in other words, don't play with Bruce. He's going to cause some problems. Or maybe just the people he's playing with. Everybody's saying Monopoly, Monopoly. Then we've got Toby that says Scrabble. That does, like, there's people that don't know how to spell that play Scrabble.
I'm not a Scrabble. I can't. I'm just not a good speller.
He's not.
I'm not. I mean,
He could care less. And now it went his way because now everything right here in our hand, the cell phone just corrects everything.
yeah.
And I'm
Second
like,
and third grade. Yeah, Miss Evans.
you're not going to have a dictionary in your hand all the time.
Guess what,
Yeah,
Miss
we do.
Evans? Guess what, Miss Evans? That made me stay and learn my multiplication tables. I do have a calculator in my pocket at all time, Miss Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Bless your heart. I'm sure she's passed, gone. She was a great teacher.
Greg says Risk.
I've never played Risk.
I mean, I've
or
heard of it, but
Clue.
I
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
I don't remember how what the rules are and what it even looks like.
Nah, I don't know what. I've never played it.
It's a board game, though, right?
Yeah, what's in the board game
We'll give it
section,
to
but
you.
I'm not sure you're. So is
I love
Yahtzee.
Scrabble.
So is Yahtzee and
I
Uno.
just thought I just love Scrabble. But Monopoly is my favorite board game. Then Scrabble would be second. And then Eileen wants to be like Jason. She said Uno. Not a board game, Eileen, but thank you for participating. I'll let you.
Eileen, me and you will just have our own little thing over here.
Little Uno game.
Uno, little dominoes, little Yahtzee. What about Battleship, Sheila? Does that pass the muster for you? Because that's not really a board game either.
I'll bet you anything if Jason had come up with, hey, what's the board game that gets everybody all crazy? He would go, I said board game. But it's not okay for me to stick to the rules. Because most of the time I'll let people have that. But
Right. That's just why I wonder why you're fighting this one so hard.
I said specifically board game on that. Other times I haven't been as specific. Oh, what's that, Jason?
It's a board game. It's a board game. Board game.
Do you not know how you sound sometimes?
Yeah, I know how I sound.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Most people, Monopoly takes the cake.
I haven't really played a lot of board games as I'm sitting here thinking
I'll give you
about it.
Battleship. It's kind of like a board in front of you with holes.
Now that one has caused some arguments.
Yes.
Because you get all around and you're like, how can that ship not be there? And I remember one time I was playing with my dad and I decided I'd sneak and move one of my ships.
Oh.
He caught on to that pretty quick. My dad's pretty sharp.
Yes.
And
even though he was involved with having you, he's pretty smart.
yeah. Are you saying that my mom's not?
No, she's brilliant.
Was,
It might be pointing toward you.
I thought we were going to have go to fisticuffs over there.
No, you know I love your mom and daddy.
Yeah, she made chocolate pie.
Chocolate.
I went and had a piece of chocolate pie yesterday.
Oh my goodness, I love chocolate pie. Maybe I need to behave. Maybe if I.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone now.
Of course, it's gone.
No more chocolate pie.
And it was all hot and fresh when you had it, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I'm a little jealous.
It was good.
I bet. Oh, anyway.
I got the grandkids some Valentine's gifts. Of course, they're not here, so I have to Amazon it to them.
Yeah.
And they like books and things like that, and of course they like candy and coloring. So got them some candy, got them some coloring books. Then I got each of them their own book. And Josie, she's into these little books called Llama Llama. I'm sure if you got a little one, you may.
Yeah.
They're pretty popular. But I wanted to get Matthias a book too. But you got to get him something boyish.
Sometimes that's harder to find,
especially
isn't
on
it?
like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I found him the coolest book. It's called Harvey the Heart Had Too Many Farts.
Oh, of course he's going to love that.
And it's a toot along story.
That's funny.
So as you're reading the book, you make toot sounds.
He's going to love that. That's perfect.
Isn't that awesome?
How cute is that somebody thought, hey, boys need a book. I mean,
Yeah.
it is kind of a boy book.
Oh, yeah.
And I bet it was written by a man.
I'm sure it was. I didn't look at who it was written
Somebody
by.
like Jason.
But you read along with it and you make the toot sound when it tells you to in the book.
Yeah.
And
You should, since you can't see them all the time, record a video of you reading the book and making the
well, I sent it to him. He's got the
Oh,
book.
that's right. It don't come to you first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the book. Coming up, spoiler alert, that's on the way. Some things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Not a lot. I mean, it was pretty slow.
boring.
Well, yeah, day after Super Bowl, I'm sure.
People are laying low. We're still trying to
Yeah.
recover.
Yeah. I forgot what the actual number of viewers was. We got it in sports coming up in just a little bit, but well over 100 million viewers for the Super Bowl.
Isn't that
this year.
crazy?
So that explains, why the commercials are as much as they are.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's viewing the
May-
Super Bowl, whether they like football or not. They watch it.
Maybe one day we can get that kind of money here on
Good Morning America.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A man has died after being shot by law enforcement officers in Putnam County Monday morning. The TBI says the shooting occurred after a vehicle pursuit ended in a wooded area near I-40 westbound at mile marker 294. The agency says it's working to independently determine the series of events in the shooting. They have not yet identified the deceased suspect. 10 Green and the Conservation Fund have acquired 82 acres of forested land in Jackson County for an addition to the Blackburn Fork Wildlife Management Area. 10 Green press release says the strategic purchase protects approximately 1 mile of land along Blackburn Fork Scenic River and helps safeguard critical riparian habitats. The city of Cookeville has announced the completion of 2 Gateway Monument signs at South Willow Avenue and South Jefferson Avenue. The project, part of a collaborative effort between Cookeville and Tennessee Tech. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Last night on the UCR Media Network, the York Dragonettes topped the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers 54-49 in a battle of 2 top 5 teams in the UC. On the boys' side, the Cavaliers won 74-34 for their second win in a row. Early reports from Fox say that an average of 126 million people in the U.S. watched the Super Bowl Sunday night. Viewership peaked in the second quarter to 135 million viewers. Full reports of viewership can be more accurately tabulated today by Fox and their streaming partners. Last night in college basketball, number 6 Houston beat Baylor 76-65. Clemson over North Carolina 85-65. In the NBA, the Nuggets beat the Trailblazers 146-117. Kings topped the Mavericks 129-128 in overtime. Thunder over the Pelicans 137-101, and the Warriors beat the Bucks 125-111. Tonight on UCR, we have 4 high school basketball games. Upperman at Sparta on our YouTube channel. Pickett County plays Gordonsville on our main UCR Facebook page. Cookeville battles Smyrna on UCR2, and on UCR3, Livingston Academy plays DeKalb County. All games get started at 6 o'clock. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Trump administration is planning another round of tariffs, 25% on imports of steel and aluminum. Bitcoin's price is higher, though under $98,000. Prices of other cryptocurrencies are mixed, with investors considering the impact of the latest tariff plans. Though Bitcoin dropped on news of other tariffs, the news might now be priced in. Some Walt Disney insiders are concerned the company has become addicted to price hikes at its parks and has reached the limits of what middle-class Americans can afford. The Wall Street Journal says discussions inside Disney focus on whether the company is alienating park goers. A 2-day Walt Disney World stay for a family can now top $4,000, including lodging. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda, invested in you.
Something amazing is happening in data management. Even though storage needs are constantly changing, companies are only paying for what they need now. That's because CDW customized a Pure Storage Evergreen One SLA-driven storage-as-a-service solution that delivers enterprise-grade hybrid cloud storage that is effortless, efficient, and evergreen. Simplify storage administration with Pure Storage and CDW. Make amazing happen. Find out more at cdw.com/.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Several inches of rain over the next few days. In fact, some localized flooding may be a problem. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Today it's going to be a wet one with highs in the mid-40s. Overnight we'll fall back into the low 40s. Near 60 on Wednesday. Showers continue into Wednesday night, maybe even early on Thursday with overnight lows in the mid-30s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:35 now.
Lisa Stinson with the Cookeville Habitat Restore will be in after 7. We'll talk to her about what they planned this year and what the restore is all about. Then Matt and Tanya Phillips with Jewelry Emporium will be in.
All right.
And they'll talk about some Valentine's gifts and what's trending in the jewelry world.
Get ready, guys.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Pay attention.
Spoiler alert time. Things on television tonight. If you're up late, some of the late night talk shows, Jimmy Fallon's got Jaylen Brown, NBA player, on there. Oh, Seth Meyers has Bill Murray.
Oh, wonder what Bill's up to.
I have no idea what Bill's up to. You'll have to watch and find out, Sheila.
Later, not stay up late. Can't do that anymore.
Deal or No Deal Island, that's on NBC, which I haven't watched. High Potential on ABC, season finale of that. Now, that is a good little show.
It is a good show. That's the lady, it's a cleaning lady, and she helps out the
but now she's
police officer.
She's just on the force now.
Well, of course she is. But that was a really cute concept, and I think
she's not a police officer, but she's a consultant.
and a very good one.
Yeah.
She knows people and then can put 2 and 2 together and figure out stuff.
Right. On streaming, you got 50,000 First Dates. That's on Amazon. It's a limited series there. And on Hub Plus tonight, big basketball matchup. I believe it's Upperman and White County. And on the girls and boys side, I mean, it means something. So, especially that girls game, action gets going at 6 p.m. on Hub Plus, also on Upper Cumberland Reporter's Facebook page.
I'm not sure. My husband is calling a game tonight, and I'm not sure which one it is. I know he's doing one for Upper Cumberland Reporter.
Yeah, I think they've got 3 games tonight.
Yeah, so he's helping out on that with one of them.
That'd be good. Other things going on in the world of entertainment. Nobody liked the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Nobody liked it.
There were a few that I saw on Instagram that were talking about really the meaning behind the halftime show and how much Kendrick Lamar really planned it, and then it was more to it than what people thought. And they were like breaking it down, and I was just like, "Whoa! I didn't even know that much was in it."
Well, that's the thing. I just think people watching the Super Bowl, I don't want to have.
We're just sitting there and go, "Hey, entertain me."
Yeah, I've got wings and ribs and a cold drink. I don't want to think.
Right.
I'm in my.
I'm lounging, having fun. Let's watch a game and let's hear somebody sing to us.
I don't want to think about anything mode other than wings, ribs, cold drinks, and football.
Ooh, ribs. I would have had some ribs too.
Delicious. The Super Bowl did score its biggest audience ever.
Really?
On Sunday, 126 million viewers. And that doesn't count the streaming and all that stuff yet. So it'll be more.
That it was the biggest ever because
biggest ever.
I mean, maybe I'm just thinking around here because there wasn't a whole lot of Eagles or Kansas City fans. There are more Kansas City fans.
I think it was more people rooting against the Chiefs.
That's what it was. I mean, that whole Honky Tonk National where we did our Super Bowl party, it seemed like everybody was for.
Everybody's for the Eagles. So I think it was more of a. I hate the Chiefs right now. And I think people are just wanting to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it's what it seemed like to me in talking to everybody. It was like, oh, we're just happy to get out of the house.
Yeah. We're just happy to see people and have fun. We just want to do something fun.
Filming has begun on Euphoria Season 3. HBO has shared the first look at Zendaya's return as Rue. Season 2 debuted 3 years ago. So a bunch of former cast members will appear on Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary special on Sunday. According to Variety, Adam Sandler, Chevy Chase, Eddie Murphy, Kristen Wiig, Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler, Andy Samberg, Chris Rock, Garrett Morris, Jane Curtin, and a whole bunch of others. That's awesome. Celebrity guests include Adam Driver, Dave Chappelle, John Mulaney, Kim Kardashian is thrown in there, and Sabrina Carpenter.
I know. You like her a lot. You know what? I wish she would have been the halftime performer.
Maybe next year. They ought to get her for next year.
Or at least come out as a guest for
Something.
you know?
Yeah. The background dancer who held up a Palestinian flag with Sudan and Gaza written on it during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show has been banned from all NFL stadiums and events.
Oh, wow.
See, he wasn't supposed to have been there. That's not what was supposed to have happened.
What? He was one of the dancers, right?
He was one of the dancers.
But he wasn't supposed to hold the sign up.
Right. He wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why when security
It was
came
like a
out,
protest thing.
he ran.
Ah.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, very interesting. Mark Zuckerberg showed his support for Kim Kardashian's legal aspirations by sporting a hoodie that read, "Kim is my lawyer." Elon Musk had a t-shirt on that says, "Hey, Mark, let my lawyers talk to your lawyer." He did.
I can see him doing that, though.
Mark Zuckerberg posted a photo on Instagram captioning it, "The only appropriate hoodie," and then tagging Kris Jenner, suggesting it was a gift. The hoodie, TMZ notes, has been around since Kim Kardashian began her law studies and even appeared on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So I guess
Kim is my lawyer. So I bet she's probably selling those hoodies, making money off of it.
Well, she is.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, yes.
I would.
I mean, everything else she sells makes a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah.
When she had that app, remember that the Kardashians app, or
yeah,
it was the #1 app in the world for
crazy
months. Donald Trump took a jab at Taylor Swift after the Eagles handed the Chiefs a heavy loss in the Super Bowl. After the game, Trump took to Truth Social and wrote, hang on here, Sheila. Somehow, there we go. All right. Something happened. Something flickered, and then
didn't touch anything.
No, you didn't. But something flickered, and all the lights came on, and was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So if you're watching on Hub Plus, I don't know what you saw. Hopefully, Sheila was covered.
I'm not running around here naked. Quit making people think that.
After the game, Trump took to Truth Social and wrote, "The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out the stadium." MAGA is very unforgiving. He was referring to the crowd's reaction when Taylor's face appeared in the Jumbotron. Now, I don't think that was all a MAGA thing.
But he wanted to think it was. But
But
it's because she spoke out and didn't vote for him, spoke out against Trump.
No, I think for a lot of those people, yes.
Yeah.
But I think there was probably a good percentage of people that were booing just because they're sick and tired of seeing
They're
her.
like, quit showing her.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was booing her as much as the camera people showing her so much.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was that more than anything.
Yeah. I also don't think she cares. She's one of the richest people in the world.
I liked her little side eye that she did when they booed. She just kind of looked like whatever.
I thought it
funny.
I thought it looked a little snobby.
Well, if they're booing you, what are you going to do?
Well, I know. I mean, what do you do?
What you and I would do would be standing up and waving at everybody like, hey, thank you.
I'd be like, I wonder why they're booing us.
You would not. You'd stand up and wave at me.
We had done nothing to them. That's what I think. How do they even know who we are to boo us? Oh, that's right. We're on Good Morning
Good Morning
America.
America.
Yeah. It's 6:45. We're Jason and Sheila. We got the real good. That's on the way. Round 2 of Ask Sheila. Sheila got 2 questions right yesterday. So she's starting off strong.
Yeah. Today is Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is. This is just round 2. So hang out with us here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
If you have automotive needs, Dependable Auto Sales and Service along with Colonial Automotive would love to help you. Whether it's towing or service, body shop needs, are you ready for a new car? We have everything you need, including the financing, including the warranties. It doesn't matter what it is, DAS is on your side. Please come see us at 1575 Interstate Drive right here in Cookeville, 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-7355, 24/7 at dasautosales.com.
You work hard to provide a better life for your family. The only problem is that you now have a tax bill that you can't afford to pay. The IRS is now threatening to garnish your wages and put a levy on your bank account. You can't ignore the IRS. They won't go away on their own. You need help, and you need it now. Call the Tax Pros at United Tax Fix today. Call 800-762-2768. That's 800-762-2768.
Need a little help with home repairs? The Habitat for Humanity Critical Repair Program is here to lend a hand. We're accepting applications now through February 14th for non-emergency repairs like plumbing, roofing, and more. Visit uchabitat.org and click the Critical Repairs Program tab to apply, or stop by our office at 1546 East Spring Street, Suite B. Don't wait. Applications must be postmarked by February 14th. Habitat for Humanity, helping you make your home a better place. Equal opportunity provider. Discrimination is prohibited by federal law.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
And so it was when Jesus had ended these sayings that the people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. Matthew chapter 7, verses 28 and 29. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Join us this month as we study Jesus' Sermon on the Mount from the Gospel of Matthew every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve him and serve others.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48 now.
From the Cookeville Habitat Restore, we'll have Alyssa Stinson in. She'll come in a little after 7. And then we'll have some gift ideas from Jewelry Emporium.
Jewelry
They're
Emporium.
going to be in here, and we're going to have some fun with them.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the Real Good. A simple breakfast turned into a memorable moment for a family in Fort Worth, Texas, thanks to the unexpected kindness of a stranger. Dr. J. McSlaughter, MD, an emergency room physician.
Oh, that's a Dr. McSlaughter. Dr. McSlaughter.
Yeah, you don't
emergency.
You don't want to hear that in the ER. But he was enjoying breakfast out with his wife and 3 kids at Mimi's Cafe. Well, Dr. Slaughter was wearing his hospital scrubs and was simply playing a simple dot game with his kids at the restaurant, enjoying his time with his family, and just, being normal. When the meal was over and it was time to pay the bill, the server told him the family's $85 bill had already been paid by somebody else.
Oh, that's nice.
She handed him the receipt, and he was stunned to find a handwritten note on the bill which read, "From a dad to dad, thank you for being the dad they need you to be regardless of who's watching. We need more men like you. Thank you for letting us all see your love for them all."
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow.
I love that.
It was signed from a retired Army medic.
Oh, that's great.
Dr. Slaughter was overwhelmed. I would be.
Yeah. That would have probably made me tear up.
That's what Dr. Slaughter said. He said, "I immediately welled up. I couldn't control my tears. There was nobody watching for my reaction. The person was already gone. It was just pure kindness." The event put a special spin on his outlook moving forward. He said, "I see some of the most terrible things in the world, but this reminded me that complete strangers can do miraculous, beautiful things when you least expect it."
I think that's such a great gift.
Oh my gosh.
And the note with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Another real good story. A school bus driver, Todd Morris of Jackson Township, Ohio, is a retired police officer who takes his current job seriously. He said, "They're my kids. I'd do anything for my kids." Those are school bus kids.
That's what you want to hear from a school bus driver.
While off duty, Todd happened to be driving through the neighborhood when he noticed some smoke pouring out of a house belonging to a family along his bus route. That's his bus route. He immediately stopped his car and sprang into action. He called 911, kicked in the door, and entered the burning house. He was on the lookout for the kids he knew from their daily bus rides. Luckily, the kids and their parents, Matt and Jordan Fisher, were not at home, but Todd did stumble upon the 2 family dogs, Lady and Cash. They were staring at me like deer in headlights, he said. They looked so scared, but he got them out of there in time. So,
even save the dogs.
Todd Morris, bus driver, Jackson Township, Dr. Slaughter, his family, and whoever the retired Army medic was, you are real good. All right, Sheila. Round 2 of Ask Sheila. These are 3 questions. Sheila got 2 yesterday, so she could end the day with 5 total if she really, really wanted to.
I do want
to. This looks like cravings, food cravings.
Okay.
What do you think? How do you think you'll do on food cravings?
Well, I always think I'm going to do good, but that doesn't always work.
Question number 1, Sheila.
Okay.
Surveys name this as the food women crave the most. What is it?
Chocolate.
It is chocolate. Easy.
Chocolate. We all talk about it. We all want it. We all crave it. Chocolate.
That's right. Surveys say this as the food men crave the most.
I think steak or hamburgers, some kind of meat.
Meat, you got it.
Woo! I'm good so far.
You are killing it today, Sheila.
I'm excited. That's good.
They put you on some sort of like new medication?
I didn't even have coffee this morning. I've had water.
What?
Yeah.
Sheila, if you'd had coffee.
It's my B12.
Sheila, if you'd had coffee, you might be superhuman right now.
Maybe I'll need to get some here in a minute.
Oh my gosh. All right, one more. Here we go. You're at 4 for the week already. There's
Did
been
I get 2 yesterday?
Yeah, there's been weeks that we've gone into Friday with you only having 4. And now
This is exciting.
We're at 4 on Tuesday with the possibility
Maybe staying
of
up later
5.
for that Super Bowl is what helped me.
Oh my gosh. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We've all heard of this food, but only about 17% of us have tried it. What is it?
That's hard.
This one got a little harder.
I think more people than that try sushi, so I'm ruling
Oh,
that
yeah.
out. But it's some. I would think it's on the lines of something like that.
I would say that you're right about being same lines, but yeah, I mean, there's whole restaurants dedicated to sushi.
Yeah.
There's not whole restaurants dedicated to this.
Am I getting a hint at all?
Well, you're on the right track, Sheila.
I'm on the right track. So it's some kind of fishy thing.
It's
Not octopus.
no, not octopus. I bet more people have had it. I don't know if more people had octopus than this. I'm not sure.
Squid. What about caviar?
Caviar.
Is that it?
That's it, Sheila. You got all 3 today.
Have you tried that?
Yeah, I've had caviar before.
So we're part of the 17%.
Yeah.
I just threw that one out
Now,
there.
the caviar I had, I mean, it was like a salty-ish flavor.
Yeah, that's I like the salt better than. It's probably just the
Yeah,
salt.
it wasn't like a hey. Here's the thing. I like the salty taste to it, but I never wanted it again. Kind of like a boba tea.
I liked caviar better than I did boba tea, actually.
Yeah.
It's something about the texture of the boba,
It's the same.
the gel that I don't like.
Well, it's kind of the same. It's like caviar is nature's boba tea.
But is Tobiko or whatever, because they put it seems like little caviar eggs on some of the sushi, but I don't know. They call it Tobiko, I think.
I don't know that.
And I don't know if it's caviar or what, but probably not. Probably
Yeah.
caviar, some kind of
Well,
different.
you would think, growing up, when you growing up, they'd have, lifestyles of the rich and famous, caviar, and then,
Caviar dreams.
and then even on Love Boat, sometimes they'd have caviar, or Dynasty or Dallas,
And it makes you want to try it because, the rich people do it.
Right,
And
so
then you have it, you're like, what's the big deal?
right. I don't get it. I know.
I mean, I'd rather have a good steak.
Amen. I just never did understand why that was a rich people thing.
Yeah.
'Cause I figured they'd be eating steak and whatnot. Maybe they did.
Steak with caviar sprinkles.
But even when, you'd go, like if you ever been out with a rich person, they'd never get caviar. I've never been like out to dinner with somebody that I know's got money and they've never, let's get some caviar.
You know what they like? Steak and shrimp.
Yeah.
I think they even like shrimp better than lobster.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Coming up, some great guests from the Habitat Restore. Alyssa Stinson is here. She'll be in the studio here in just a little bit. Also, don't forget, Habitat Restore might have some really good Valentine's Day stuff as well.
Right.
So you may head over there and look. But Matt Phillips, and you say
His wife, Tanya.
Oh, wow.
Tanya Phillips.
All right. I don't think I've ever met her.
I said, she's just lovely. And I said, bring your wife too. Because they will be fun together.
All right. So we got from Jewelry Emporium. So if you're kind of thinking, maybe this is the year. I'm going to go a little bit bigger. I'm going to get some jewelry, maybe replace that diamond. Maybe get a little bit bigger of a diamond in the wedding band.
That would be a good gift, fellas.
How do you even go about that? Where do you even start? So, Matt Phillips will be in here from Jewelry Emporium with some Valentine's Day gift ideas. What's trending over at the store? He can tell you what to get. That's pretty much what it is. Matt, what do I need to get for my woman?
Well, he's got different price.
Absolutely.
Stuff too, like a bracelet. I mean, we just like jewelry, y'all. We like
I know it's about the effort, but if you could go a little bit beyond the effort this year.
We like a lot of effort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're not going to take it.
This
for
is
granted.
News Talk 107.7 and 1400.
Trying to save a little bit of that
Good
effort.
morning, Cookeville. W299
Effort's hard, guys. I
B1,
know.
107.7 FM, and AM 1400 WHUB Cookeville.
I don't know what gas or oil to put in them.
Don't paralyze artificial intelligence with overregulation. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what Vice President Vance has told world and tech leaders at an AI summit in Paris, saying the technology will be revolutionary for job creation, healthcare, national security.
He's thinking more about what AI can do for the world and less about what some see as its risks.
We must focus now on the opportunity to catch lightning in a bottle, unleash our most brilliant innovators.
Vice President Vance also told the summit that the Trump administration will keep what he calls ideological bias out of AI.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. And speaking of Europe, retaliation may be coming to President Trump imposing 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports. No exemptions.
In order to protect our country's future, a resurgence of U.S. manufacturing and production, the likes of which has not been seen for many decades.
After Hamas warned the Gaza ceasefire may be in jeopardy, claiming Israel's violating terms, President Trump warns Hamas must release all the remaining hostages by
Saturday at 12 o'clock, and if they're not here, all hell is going to break out.
The president says he's speaking only for himself, saying it's up to Israel to decide how to respond to any delay in a hostage release. President Trump also says he does not believe Palestinians should return to Gaza as part of his plan for a U.S. takeover of the war-torn territory.
Fox's Jared Halpern of the White House. A federal judge has delayed indefinitely a deadline for federal workers while considering a legal challenge to the Trump offer for them to resign and be paid through September. Tulsi Gabbard's cleared another hurdle as the director of National Intelligence nominee, a procedural vote in the Senate despite no Democratic support.
Some lawmakers have been outraged over her past support for government leaker Edward Snowden. She once pushed for charges against Snowden to be dropped even after he leaked classified data about a mass surveillance program to the media.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith. A full Senate confirmation vote may come tomorrow. America's listening to Fox News.
When you hear the term living better, what do you think about? More money? A bigger house? Maybe a yacht? What about how you feel physically? How you wake up each day? How you sleep? What activities you can and cannot do? When you feel good, life is good. So if pain is affecting your life, see how Relief Factor can help. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, it doesn't just mask pain temporarily, it helps reduce or even eliminate pain. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So give their 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day. And it just takes a phone call, 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're hurting, in 3 weeks or even days, Relief Factor can give you a chance to rediscover the true meaning of living better again. Visit ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who faced a potential federal bribery trial next month, appears to be off the hook. The new Trump-led Justice Department wants to drop the case.
The directive is contained in a 2-page letter from Acting Deputy Attorney General Emile Beauvais to the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. The letter calls for the federal case against Mayor Adams to be dismissed without prejudice, meaning that case could potentially be revived, perhaps in another court. Mayor Adams was indicted last year on bribery, solicitation of foreign campaign contributions, and other counts. The DOJ reportedly believes the charges have impeded Mayor Adams from the duties of his office and from efforts to stop illegal immigration in New York City. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
President Trump has also issued a pardon to Rod Blagojevich, the former Democratic governor of Illinois, who was impeached and removed from office in 2009, then convicted 2 years later on 18 corruption charges, including an allegation Blagojevich tried to sell President Obama's Senate seat.
I've watched him. He was set up by a lot of bad people, some of the same people that I had to deal with.
The president had commuted Blagojevich's sentence back in his first term in 2020 after the former governor had served 8 years of a 12-year sentence. On Wall Street, stock futures are falling before today's trading as Philadelphia plans a parade Friday to celebrate the Eagles winning the Super Bowl Casinos and sports books are also celebrating.
BetMGM and Caesars Sportsbooks both say this Super Bowl was the most bet sporting event in their histories. Caesars says live bets flooded in with people thinking the Chiefs might come back. They never did, and the Eagles wound up stomping the Chiefs 40-22 to become Super Bowl champions.
Fox's John Saucier, the Super Bowl on Fox, also set a viewing record with an average 126 million people watching. At the peak, in the second quarter, it was up to 136 million tuned in. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee unveiled his $58.4 billion budget proposal on Monday. The governor's budget priorities, including $1 billion in new road funding, plus $72 million towards nuclear energy initiatives, and $45 million for agricultural development. New funding for commercial and general aviation also included in that package. A man has died after being shot by law enforcement officers in Putnam County Monday morning. The TBI said the shooting occurred after a vehicle pursuit ended in a wooded area near I-40 West, mile marker 294. Authorities have not yet identified the deceased suspect. 10 Green and the Conservation Fund have acquired 82 acres of forested land in Jackson County. Officials say it's for an addition to the Blackburn Fork Wildlife Management Area. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
And Alyssa Stinson, she is with the Cookeville, Putnam County Habitat Restore, and we've got her in because it's Valentine's week, and you said the women's build is, happening. They're trying to raise money for the women's build that's coming up, I believe, in the summer or fall. Haven't set a date yet, but we'll keep you updated on that. But you said the Sweetheart Shop. So what's the Sweetheart Shop at the Restore?
So our staff at Upper Cumberland Habitat has formed a team to raise funds for for the women's build. And this week we'll have a Sweetheart Shop at the Restore during our business hours, where we'll have goodies, sweets you can buy. There are also some items that have been donated from local businesses, lotions, and even some furniture that you can come and buy for your sweetheart and help support our women's build.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Like furniture, like, are you talking about like little furniture? Because I don't know if a guy can come home with just a couch he likes.
I saw a few of those folding chairs, like the circular folding chairs, and it's littler furniture.
Good.
He's not going to get in trouble.
Big couches are big decisions.
That's a couple decisions,
and that's left up to y'all. Let's face it.
That's true.
That's not a guy out by himself decision.
No telling what we'd get there.
Right, yeah. I think you'd actually get a cool couch. Would it be pretty?
Maybe not.
Maybe
it
not.
might be sent to the man cave.
But it'd be a good functional couch.
Yes,
what I think. With all the right charging things in it, maybe it reclines real well, possibly even heated.
Oh,
yeah, I could go for that. Yes.
Yeah.
But it might not match the motif.
I'd never get off that couch if it was heated. Yeah. So I know a lot of folks may not understand what the Upper Cumberland Habitat Restore is about. It kind of goes back into the community, doesn't it?
It does. So all of the funds that we raise for the store go back into helping Habitat with our mission, whether it's helping pay operational costs and helping pay for the construction of the homes that we're helping those that otherwise couldn't afford a home to buy.
Now, how did you get going with Habitat? Like, what's your Habitat story? Did you just start working at the Habitat Restore? How'd you hear about all this? What got you into the business of Habitat?
When I first moved here, a friend of mine told me about the Restore, and I had never been to one before, so I started shopping there, and I really liked the mission behind it. Back in 2020, I was actually helping my daughter look for a job, who was 16 at the time, and because I was looking for jobs, and I had started following the Restore on Facebook so that I knew when I could start bringing my donations that we had collected during the pandemic. There came a job posting, and so I started out working at our old location as a cashier.
Really?
Yes, and I love it.
And you're the manager there now.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you.
Well, that's pretty cool. And then so it just stuck for you.
It did.
You just liked it, so then you were in.
Yes.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that
It's
story.
been a great ride. Yeah.
Now, as you've come up through the ranks, we'll say, and now that being the manager, what are some things that we can look forward to that maybe this whole time you're like, you know what, we should do that, or you know, if I was ever manager, I'd think about doing this.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've all got that in our heads. Whether you think the current manager's doing awesome or not, you know, you're kind of thinking about, you know, this is what I would do. What are some of those things, and do you plan on implementing some of those things you thought of?
We're working on revamping the store a little bit, mostly on the backside, so you won't see that. Just trying to make room. We tend to get inundated with donations in the summer, and trying to make room for those until we can get them out on the floor. But also trying to find products that we are allowed to purchase a small amount of products for resale. So we're exploring different options of things we can sell there. We currently sell paint and rugs that we purchase for resale, and we're looking to expand that line.
Is that a big seller? People coming in and buying paint?
Yeah, it's a really good.
And when you say paint, do you mean like things you'd paint the walls with? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, wall paint.
All
Yes.
right.
We also have some chalk paint that we carry, so people that want to refurbish their furniture, can get that. So
Is that a can you tell? Is that a big business for you guys as part as not necessarily you redoing furniture, but there's a lot of people that do that, and I mean that's a very good cottage business.
Yeah,
I love watching them do it on YouTube or Facebook when they're redoing a table and they put the stuff on there and it all bubbles up and they scrape.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's fun to watch,
It
but
is.
it sure
It's
is.
relaxing seeing them scrape everything
Right.
off and then redo something.
But
maybe
do-
because I don't have time to do it myself anymore.
Do you have return customers that you know that's what they do?
Yeah, we do have some that do that. Some will flip the furniture for sale. Some just enjoy it and do it for their own home. But we have a lot of great return customers that not only do that, but just come and support our
Sure,
store,
yeah.
which is great.
I mean, it benefits you no matter why they're buying the furniture. They're buying the furniture, right?
Yes.
And then going out and making it look a little different or whatever, and reselling it out. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the circle of life,
Yes.
right? And then who knows, you might get that piece of furniture back.
It does happen sometimes.
You're like, wait a minute, I've seen
Yes,
this
yes.
before. Really?
We do. Yeah, some of the things we'll think, this looks really familiar. I'm pretty sure we've had this piece before.
Yeah. And you also go and get the things as well, which I think is one of the best services ever.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who'd love to get you this whatever it is, but have no way of doing it. You know, they don't have a box truck or a truck even to bring you this stuff. I bet those guys stay real busy, and especially in your busy time, spring and summer.
Yes, definitely. They do pick up Tuesday through Saturday, and we usually have 6 pickups a day, depending on how much they're picking up at each location. And we service within 30 miles of our store, so it's not just right here in Cookeville. We will go to Sparta, we will go to Livingston. As long as you're within 30 miles of the store and you have larger items, we will come and pick those up for you.
Is there a nope? We're not getting that. Is there like a line like you got a baby grand piano?
That we definitely cannot take.
Right.
Yeah, there are a few things we don't take because of lack of space or safety concerns or just the condition of the items. Of course, we ask that anything that is donated is in good condition, good use condition. We can't take baby items for safety concerns, and we're actually working on compiling a list of places people can take these items that we don't accept, so that that there are other places in the community that will accept those baby items and other things.
Well, that would be great, because then you're not only the Habitat Restore, you're a resource for people, too, which you have been anyway. I mean, let's face it. I mean, y'all have always known a lot of different places to go, and I've always been a resource to the community for sure. But to have that where you can just look at it, know where to anybody, no matter who's working, can look at that and get that information out. We're talking to Alyssa Stinson. Alyssa's with she's the manager of Cookeville Habitat Restore. More with Alyssa coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Are you tired of spending your precious time driving to and from our dealership for your service needs? That's why we are excited to announce Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service. With Ford Pickup and Delivery from Ford of Cookeville, we come to you. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are. Want to learn more about Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service? Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLagonaCookeville.com.
Every day in Tennessee brings something new. Some moments we plan for, like getting the key to your new home. Others catch us by surprise, like a rainy day fender bender. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance is there to make sure the important things, like auto, home, life, and small business, are well protected. So, no matter what life brings, peace of mind will always be part of the plan. Visit FBITN.com to find the right coverage for your auto, home, life, or business. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Hey, Golden Eagle fans, it's your head women's basketball coach, Kim Roseman. Join us for an action-packed night at the Hooper Evelyn Center Thursday, February 20th versus UT Martin at 5:30 p.m. with Coach Pelfrey and our men's team to follow. Come watch us battle it out on the court and help us secure another home win. Don't miss a moment of the action this season. Get your tickets today at ttusports.com or call the ticket office at 931-372-3940. Let's pack the hoop and make this season unforgettable. Wings up.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code RADIO. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places you can't control. Between payroll, your home office, your tax preparer, and the IRS, if your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila are here with you in the Willow Window studio. It's rainy. It's 7:18 now.
It's 42 right now, and it feels a little cooler because of that rain. Alyssa Stinson, she is with Upper Cumberland Habitat Restore in Cookeville. And I know a lot of folks will probably be surprised to know how many items you guys have. What are some of the unique items people are always shocked to see that you have?
A lot of people don't know that we carry just everyday household items like the art and pots and pans, and it's really a great place for anybody, but especially if you're just starting out, college students, newly married, needing to furnish your first apartment, great place to come and get. They're surprised by the amount of furniture that we get in.
And it's nice furniture,
we
too.
do get some really great
Yeah,
things.
when y'all post on Facebook or whatever, I was like, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm surprised every time, but I
Because,
shouldn't
we
be.
think donated or something, but
Yeah.
they make sure it is good quality donations and that people would
What
want.
what I mean, do you go through everything? I mean, how does that work? Once the donation hits your warehouse, what happens then? Because I mean, that's I guess that's the part that none of us ever really see.
The process of it.
Right, we may have given or we may have gotten, but we don't know what the middle is. How does that go down?
We will look at the item, clean it up if it needs to be. If we're unfamiliar with the pricing of what an item goes for, we very much rely on the internet to help us establish a fair price for it, well below the new price, of course. But we get it priced and put out on the floor as quickly as we can. We have certain areas in the warehouse where we store each type of item to kind of keep it somewhat organized, as so many donations come in at once. But we're so grateful for all of the great donations that we get. It is amazing how many nice things we get in, and we're so grateful for people that want to help us out by giving us those nice items.
Do you do? I mean, as far as repairing things, let's say a couch comes in, everything's great on it. Maybe it's got a little tear. Do you worry about that? Do you repair that little tear, or you just note that it's got a little tear on
We usually
it?
just price accordingly. If it's something we feel like we can fix, like there's something broken that we can screw back together, we'll try to
Right.
do that. But the amount of repairs that we can do are somewhat limited, so we'll just price accordingly. And if there's something on the couch or whatever item that we hadn't noticed that maybe when we first took it, we'll just price it a little lower.
It seems like I saw at one point y'all had like flooring.
Yes, and we're actually getting more in this week.
Okay, so like what kind of flooring will that be?
It'll be tile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with we've gotten some donations from local tile places, that items that were seconds to them but still usable.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're able to sell.
Well, the pictures that you had out there, I couldn't tell that they were.
No, I wouldn't know what made it a
I mean, if they
second.
hadn't said, I mean,
And there's so many people that like redo their homes, or they're redoing a room or adding on a room. I mean, you've had brand new toilets and everything. Is that restocks, or like people have ordered them and maybe they didn't rebuild like they thought they were going to? I mean, how do you acquire things like that?
Yeah, some of that is
how do you get a toilet?
right.
Brand new. I mean, it's not, yeah.
Sometimes it's something they've bought for a project and it didn't fit.
Yeah.
Or
somebody changed their mind.
Yes.
Yeah, squatty potty ain't for everybody.
We also will get things, excuse me, when people have bought a new home, and like we just recently had a fridge donated that looks amazing, but they had their own fridge and they just bought this home, so they're giving us the one that was left behind. So
great.
yeah, you'll get these really nice things because they had double.
Man,
See, it's things like that. I mean, if you are like rebuilding or you're in a home and you need things like that, you've just bought a new home, I would check Habitat first, because you could get some great deals on brand new things.
Well, think about that. The paint, just the paint on paint's expensive right now, and to be able to save a little bit on paint. I mean, if you got a good in shape family, you don't need one of those commercial shakers. You can do it yourself.
Yeah.
A good in shape family. I like that. Tell them to work out with the paint, right?
Well, you can just roll it down a hill. You don't have to like do anything spectacular
That
with
would
it.
get it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you just roll it down the hill and go pick it up, and poof, it's shaking up pretty good.
That's funny.
Now, with the paint, do you have? I mean, how many different colors do you have?
I believe it's 18. It's
Really?
quite a few.
That's a
Yes,
lot.
yeah,
Surely
and
you could find something out of 18.
it's a recycled paint.
I don't know if my wife could. But
There's like 3 different shades of gray. So,
well, gray's
very popular
gray's
color.
everybody's
Yes.
color right now. Everybody loves that Chip and Joanna Gaines. Well, they really changed gray for
They sure did.
everybody.
Yeah.
And Habitat's if you're one of those people too, we've got a great place to shop because it sounds like you could redo a whole house
Right.
just by stopping in there. And you said you set up little room scenes, so kind of like an interior designer, right? So you can come in and you just say, "I want that whole room."
It's happened before.
Really?
Yeah, we try to set aside things that will go together each week. It can be tricky because you never know what's going to come in.
Right.
But set up a bedroom or a dining room or whatever featured item has come in that week and decorate it. But yes, we've had people come in and say, I want all of the pieces in here, and so they get them.
Well,
Fantastic.
that just makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's already done. You can already see what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up that we haven't touched on for the Restore? I want to be sure everybody is still going and shopping at the Restore. I know, was it Bargain Hunt that they went out of business? So Bargain Hunt, I know, brought traffic to that area, and so just be sure that you're still going to the Restore, especially now. They need room for spring and summer being the busy season. And you also said you're fully staffed right now.
Yes, we are.
But maybe spring and summer you might be looking for a few more employees.
Yeah, at least one more.
At least one more. So.
And then don't forget the Sweetheart Sale is going on. What are your hours at the store?
We're Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6.
10 to 6. And this week is the Sweetheart Sale. Maybe have a little things that you can pick up and take to your loved one.
Is that a certain day?
That's all the days this week.
Oh,
I'm sorry, it's Tuesday through Friday.
Okay, so today through Valentine's Day, you can go and get some Sweetheart stuff. Alyssa Stinson is the manager at the Cookeville Habitat Restore. Sounds like they've got some really great items for you. They got all the Sweetheart stuff for Valentine's Day. If you need new furniture or you got somebody just starting out that might need pots, pans, the whole bit, Habitat Restore. Just keep them in mind when you're looking for all this stuff. Alyssa, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A man has died after being shot by law enforcement officers in Putnam County Monday morning. The TBI says the shooting occurred after a vehicle pursuit ended in a wooded area near I-40 westbound at mile marker 294. The agency says it's working to independently determine the series of events in the shooting. They have not yet identified the deceased suspect. 10 Green and the Conservation Fund have acquired 82 acres of forested land in Jackson County for an addition to the Blackburn Fork Wildlife Management Area. 10 Green press release says the strategic purchase protects approximately 1 mile of land along Blackburn Fork Scenic River and helps safeguard critical riparian habitats. The city of Cookeville has announced the completion of 2 gateway monument signs at South Willow Avenue and South Jefferson Avenue. The project, part of a collaborative effort between Cookeville and Tennessee Tech. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Last night on the UCR Media Network, the York Dragonettes topped the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers 54-49 in a battle of 2 top 5 teams in the UC. On the boys' side, the Cavaliers won 74-34 for their second win in a row. Early reports from Fox say that an average of 126 million people in the U.S. watched the Super Bowl Sunday night. Viewership peaked in the second quarter to 135 million viewers. Full reports of viewership can be more accurately tabulated today by Fox and their streaming partners. Last night in college basketball, number 6 Houston beat Baylor 76-65. Clemson over North Carolina 85-65. In the NBA, the Nuggets beat the Trailblazers 146-117. Kings topped the Mavericks 129-128 in overtime. Thunder over the Pelicans 137-101, and the Warriors beat the Bucks 125-111. Tonight on UCR, we have 4 high school basketball games. Upperman at Sparta on our YouTube channel. Pickett County plays Gordonsville on our main UCR Facebook page. Cookeville battles Smyrna on UCR 2, and on UCR 3, Livingston Academy plays DeKalb County. All games get started at 6 o'clock. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
A deadly officer-involved shooting is under investigation in Putnam County. The scene unfolded early Monday morning along Highway 111. Deputies tried to stop a reckless vehicle, but it took off. During this pursuit, deputies say the driver flashed what appears to be a gun and tossed several items from the vehicle. They exchanged gunfire along I-40 and mile marker 295. The suspect died at the hospital. No officers were injured. A man convicted of a 2022 murder in southeast Memphis scheduled to face his sentencing next month. A Shelby County jury found Christian Pitts guilty last week. Police say he shot 34-year-old Vonnie Payne more than a dozen times before the victim's body was found under his pickup truck near a Hickory Hill Strip mall. Pitts initially told investigators he was sleeping in his car when he got out and struggled with a woman who was underneath his car. His sentencing set for March 7th. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
What if you got rewarded for every good decision? What if your heart had a special way of letting you know it appreciates your healthy choices?
I've got to get my family to eat more vegetables.
Amazing!
And instead of cooking with butter tonight, I think I'll saute our veggies with heart-healthy oil.
You're a genius! So really, would your food choices pay off in heart health? Did you know that when you replace bad fats with healthier fats, like those in canola or other vegetable oils, it can lower bad cholesterol levels, and that's good for your heart. Here's a winning idea. Take up the challenge for good health, because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic!
Learn more at heart.org/facethefats. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fats campaign.
Governor Bill Lee delivered his 7th State of the State address Monday night, outlining a proposed $59.5 billion budget with legislator goals for 2025. Some of his key points include adding nearly $36 million to the Rainy Day Fund, giving the state their largest reserve amount ever at nearly $2.2 billion. The $1 billion for TDOT is the largest amount from his budget, addressing state infrastructure needs for existing and new projects. Governor Lee pledged this budget will help Tennessee become a beacon of opportunity for Tennesseans. Almost 4.5 months since Hurricane Helene struck, cleanup continues along Interstate 40. The U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy on hand Monday near the North Carolina-Tennessee state line partially reopened. The interstate was closed due to damage caused by Helene. North Carolina Governor Josh Stein previously announced one lane would open in each direction on I-40 Monday, but gave an update saying a lane each way would open by March 1st. Although it will remain a construction zone, it remains unknown how long it will fully take to fix the interstate. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Several inches of rain over the next few days. In fact, some localized flooding may be a problem. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Today it's going to be a wet one with highs in the mid-40s. Overnight we'll fall back into the low 40s. Near 60 on Wednesday. Showers continue into Wednesday night, maybe even early on Thursday with overnight lows in the mid-30s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:33 now.
From Jewelry Emporium.
Jewelry Emporium.
I knew he was going to sing. Matt and Tanya Phillips are with us. I'm so glad you both joined us.
How do you not sing that? I mean, how do you not sing that?
I know.
It's in your head always, right?
Jewelry Emporium and El Tapatio. I'll remember till the rest of my life.
That's right.
And Emma's, the superlative florist. Remember that?
Yes.
We were kids.
Yes. Yes.
Those three things will never leave my mind.
Unless you have a birthday video from Matt, and that's never leaving.
No,
Love
no,
the birthday
no.
videos.
Those are scarred into. I mean, scarred.
Scarred.
Into your brain for the rest of your life, for sure.
Here comes Cookie.
Yeah, oh,
That's true.
Pest control.
That's a classic.
Forgot about that one from way back. And one more. No one in these parts.
I've not heard that one.
That was.
Who is that? I don't even know who that's for.
I don't even know either.
I think it was for a car dealership, but I don't remember.
Why?
Oh gosh.
Yes, the Borups.
Why?
Taking a trip down memory lane.
That is.
We didn't mean to do that.
That's great, though.
A side reel.
Yeah.
But that's why everybody loves Matt, because he's so much fun. And even I've seen in Hip Cookeville, they're like, "Who can fix my jewelry?" They're tagging Jewelry Emporium Matt, Jewelry Emporium, Jewelry Emporium.
Yeah.
I'm like, we gotta have him on. People love him.
People love Matt for sure.
I love you guys.
It's, so we've got Valentine's Day, obviously, and
Friday.
That's a huge deal. To keep the ladies happy. I mean, and I've been saying, Matt, this year, 2025, we got to do whatever it takes to make 2025 as good as it can be.
That's right.
And as fellas, we might want to start with making the ladies in our life happy.
That's why I brought my lady to be on the radio in the morning.
Oh, to make me happy.
Yeah.
Oh, my, yes.
She was dying.
Of course.
I've got to go with you.
I have to say Sheila, of course.
Well, you're welcome.
It's nice to meet you too,
Nice to meet
Jason.
you, yeah.
We're going to be friends after this is
Oh,
over
of
with.
course we will. Yeah.
She knows no stranger, Tanya.
Well, can
No, I do
tell.
not.
I can
No,
tell,
not at
yeah.
all.
All right, so tell us a little bit about, what are some of the trends for jewelry for Valentine's Day? Is it the same old, or is there?
Classics. Diamond earrings and pendants are probably the biggest gifts right now.
I would not turn those down.
No, not at all.
And of course, engagement rings are always popular every
Oh,
day
yeah.
of the year.
Day of the year.
Love is a little bit more intense around Valentine's, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's when Cupid's out. Oh,
Exactly.
man. Right.
You got to get a little chocolate and a little diamond bling. That makes every lady happy.
Now, what? So, all right, you're maybe this is your first Valentine's Day with somebody, and you're trying to make a good impression, but you're still this is still new,
Not on the knees yet.
Right. What's something there that can be done? Because I remember back in our day, it was you go get a nugget ring.
Yeah.
Remember the nugget
I
rings?
still have a little nugget.
Mickey Mouse watch or some
Yeah.
pink eyes.
What's
Pink ice. I've got one of those.
I know, right? It's really a blast from the past.
Wow, I'm loving all of this.
I know I didn't mean. I was just trying to.
Sorry,
Yeah.
me and Tanya can talk about
We
jewelry all day,
can.
too. And then, Matt.
And then there's me.
Yeah.
So what's the nugget ring of now, or is there such a thing?
It's like diamond studded rings.
Yes.
Really?
Do they ever go out of style?
There's all sizes, all price ranges.
Price ranges, and from 1900s to 2020s,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
wears a diamond hair
They never go out of style.
Mm-hmm. I mean, does that say too much commitment though?
Depends on the size.
Oh, see, that's where
Oh,
you.
she could get mixed up thinking it's a ring.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You have some great bracelets there, too.
Bracelets
That
are nice,
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ronaldo line is kind of like a.
What line is it?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
they're
I've
great.
seen
They
that.
all have little special meanings and
Yeah.
stuff. That's a great little.
Little verses with those.
Non-committal present.
Saying
Well,
I
I mean-
care, but I'm still feeling it out. Yeah.
You're sweet, I like you.
Right. Well, I just know that that's a with guys especially, like we may want to get something for someone that we're dating
Right.
on Valentine's Day, but we don't need it to be a
Like,
A major
too
commitment.
serious.
right.
There's lots of necklaces too, all kinds. He has a ton in a showcase there of little necklaces
If
and
you want to go a step farther, tons of engagement rings too.
tons of engagement rings. Whatever you like.
That's trying to get everybody married off.
So the best thing about that is, if Matt don't have it, Matt can get it. Matt can make it. He can fix anything you
That is
want.
true.
Yeah.
So that's a good plus for him.
Is there ever such a thing as just a guy coming in to look for engagement rings, or is it always the guy and the girl? Because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of guys.
50. The women actually are probably more involved now than they used to be.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I think like Pinterest and all that stuff has helped everyone. They kind of know what they want.
And everybody has their own little, I guess, flavor.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's overwhelming for a lot of the guys. They come in, they're like princess cut, then marquee cut.
Oh gosh.
And
You wouldn't
they're
even
like,
know where to
"Whoa,
start."
I don't know what my woman would like.
Well, you women do not understand how hard it is for this. This is it's a major commitment to
Oh gosh. I mean, are you kidding me?
huge investment.
I mean, I feel like y'all are getting nervous just thinking about it again.
Well, I think that's what caused it. Is, back in the day, you would walk in and be like, "I need an engagement ring." Well, here.
Here you go.
Right.
So I have a cute little quick story. I have a good friend. He's a sheriff of Nicholasville, Kentucky. He contacted me right before Christmas, and his long-term girlfriend, he wanted to get engaged, and he wanted to use Matt's jewelry store. So we talked with him and picked out the ring, sent him some photos, guessed the size.
Oh wow.
So they got engaged yesterday. She had no clue. Like, she didn't know what she liked. We picked out the ring. They got engaged yesterday, and it was perfect. He sent me photos, and it was just so
she
cool.
loved it.
Loved it, and it was the perfect size. So he's going to come back from Nicholasville, Kentucky, to get the engagement or the wedding bands.
Those are the kind of stories I love. That's
a really
great
sweet
Valentine's
story.
I love it.
I
love love. I just love.
You do, and you're so great about helping people pick out what they need and want.
Happy. That is what is the end result of the day is how many people have we made smile.
Yeah, exactly.
So another thing about Matt, when I first started dating Matt, I would come into the store like on Friday afternoons and sometimes on Saturdays to help him. And one of the things that really grabbed my attention with him was, it don't matter who you are, when you come in that store, he's going to make you feel great. He's going to find you. He's going to find you whatever you need.
Feel special.
And he is just
everybody.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you
It doesn't matter what you have in your purse or your billfold. He's going to make you feel good about whatever it is and help
he
you.
works with your budget and what you want, and you're like, I mean, Matt is amazing.
Oh, I agree.
My head is getting bigger.
Ooh, we won't be able to get out this.
I think you're pretty awesome too,
Matt.
Matt.
He's got the jewelry. Jewelry
Emporium.
Oh my gosh.
So when you do talk about all the different diamond cuts, like I'm 5 years old. Give me a rundown of what that, of maybe the few most popular ones. So that way if someone's going in blind, 'cause I got to tell you, if I was a girl, I wouldn't want to know. I'd want it to be a surprise.
Oh yeah, blindside me.
I'd want to have the fan in your eyes moment. Every girl seems to have the fan in your eyes moment. I would want that if I were a girl.
If you were a girl.
The round diamond's always been the most classic. It's always, if it's not the
round
diamond.
Okay.
If it's not,
kind of like the classic.
oh, it is. If it's not the most
classic.
popular, it's always the second most popular stone.
Okay.
Trends come and go. Elongated stones, longer stones, ovals, emerald cuts, and radiant cuts are pretty popular now. Rectangular and oval.
There's kind of an uptrend in the marquee diamond. It's kind of coming
Marquees with
back.
longer
the longer
stones.
one.
Yeah.
But are you better to just go get the round or the square for longevity, or do you get something stylish and then just know that one of these days I'm going to be romantic enough to go and replace that with another one she wants, maybe one that's a little bit bigger.
That
With the power of social media, you can actually you can spy on your lady.
Yeah, I think
Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook, you can see what they like, where they've been going.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheila, I don't know about you, but most ladies like myself, they drop those hints. Oh, I like this. I like that.
It'd be a whole lot easier if y'all just tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us and go get what you want.
It's a lot easier.
It wouldn't be as
exciting
if we told you exactly what to
I think
get.
they meant cruel. It wouldn't be as cruel. Or it'd be less cruel
Right.
if they told us, yeah.
Yeah.
We have to have a challenge.
Because it's kind of like the IRS. They know how much we owe them, but they still make us guess.
Surprise!
Yeah.
The women are like IRS. Thanks, Jason.
I mean, you could just
Nice
tell
comparison.
It's IRS and MRS.
Oh,
pretty good.
Coincidence?
I don't know.
I think not.
tax write-off, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that either.
Oh, no.
No. Total loss.
I think my wife makes more than me, so I'm the tax write-off.
There you are.
So, do Do you think a lot of folks do use Valentine's to kind of pop the question?
It's a huge proposal.
Yeah.
It's a huge, I guess, anniversary time, too, because a lot of people get married on this weekend.
Yes.
It's a huge wedding weekend because Valentine's is falling on a weekend.
Right.
So lots of weddings, lots of anniversaries, which leads to more engagements.
Right.
And more weddings and anniversaries.
So is an anniversary band still kind of popular?
Super popular.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I mean, I love an
Anniversary band.
Oh, it's got diamonds all around
It's
it, baby.
another way to spend your money, Jason.
Yeah, and then you have like the stackable bands, and you can like fix your hand how you want it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Gorgeous, dripping in diamonds from
Mhm.
Jewelry Emporium.
That's right. It used to be just one wedding band, but now there's women wearing 3 and 4 wedding bands with their
Mhm.
engagement ring. It's
Different colored stones, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So their ring finger turns into a tree. You can kind of see how old they are by how many wedding bands they.
True.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, you can say you can wear
count the rings.
Yeah.
wear the regular band
see
and wear his birthstone, your birthstone,
Babies.
Children's and
All things.
Yeah, the sky's the limit.
Stack it up.
Now, I know you also have a few things in there for the fellas. I mean, probably not a lot.
Not a whole lot. Wedding bands.
What? I've been seeing a big, a lot of people wearing the rubber.
Rubber rings are really popular. They're a good everyday thing. Silicone and rubber.
Do you have those
We
too?
do.
He does.
Yeah, we do. It's a lot of people with a
like the gold.
dangerous job. Well, but if you're working, a lot of emergency workers, they don't know where their hands are going to be in 5 minutes. They could
Right.
be under a car, under a rock, under
You would
somebody.
hate to lose your wedding band
And your finger.
Whoa!
That's even worse.
I didn't even think about losing your finger. That just makes me sweaty and hot, and just like scares me.
Yes.
Yeah, what a story though. Honey, of course I love you. I lost my finger for you.
For you.
Oh,
Did this
wow.
for you.
Jason would play that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the rest of your
You
life.
don't love me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Rock on.
Oh, my.
We're talking to Matt and Tanya, right?
That's right.
Matt and Tanya Phillips here from Jewelry Emporium. We'll be right back, so hang out with us here on Good Morning Cookeville.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Here's how to get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. Our US-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for autopay and e-billing.
Maybe you don't think about the Tennessee Department of Correction unless you work here or know someone in our custody. It's not personal until it is. But we think about you. While you are sleeping, our officers are inside, behind the fence, supervising the men and women in our custody. It's not an easy job, but we are committed to making Tennessee a safer place to live and raise our families, because this is our home too, and it is personal to us.
Sponsored by Tennessee Department of Correction.
Sean Hannity here with some important advice. There's only one real estate agent I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Heather Skender Newton with Skender Newton Realty. She services the entire Cookeville area. Just Google Skender Newton Realty.
At Gentry's Power Equipment on Buffalo Valley Road, they bring value to your outdoor projects with unbeatable deals. Like right now, enjoy a $750 instant rebate on select Exmark laser models. Plus, take advantage of 1.99% financing for 48 months on all models. Need the perfect tool? Visit your local steel dealer for expert advice and legendary products you won't find in big box stores. Seize the moment and elevate your outdoor game with Gentry's Power Equipment.
Morning, Paula.
Morning, Ron.
Another day in Adminville, am I right?
What are you working on? Oh!
You okay?
Your tabs. You have so many open.
Yeah, gotta order lunch for the big client meeting. With great responsibility comes tabs.
I can help. Close all those tabs and open just one, easycater.com. Online ordering from local restaurants, plus tools to save time, stay on budget, track expenses.
One tab to rule them all.
EasyCater, the smarter way to order food for work. Order now at easycater.com.
During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places you can't control. Between payroll, your home office, your tax preparer, and the IRS, if your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges. At the Bob Woodward Foundation, we invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. Learn more about our work at bobwoodwardfoundation.org/success.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:49 now.
We are having so much fun with Matt and Tanya Phillips, Jewelry Emporium. Well, I know you work at the Register of Deeds office, right?
I do. I work for John Sanders, Register of Deeds. I've been there 2 years. I love it. It's a great place to work. Everybody's so sweet, and they've just welcomed me in. You know, I'm originally from Kentucky, and so it's just been
Albany.
Albany, Kentucky. Yep, that was me.
An Albanian.
Yeah, you can probably you can guess that with my accent or anything, but it's a really good place to work, and I really enjoy everybody, and they're so good to me.
I always like to call it Greater Static.
Great, that is true.
Upper Static.
That's where we used to go for our lottery tickets before.
Oh yeah, there was like some millionaires from there, right?
Oh, yeah. That's
Poor
right.
Static. There's nothing there anymore.
Nothing.
It's all dried up.
Yeah.
Sad.
It is sad.
Literally dried up.
Yeah.
But I do love working there, my job, and I get to meet tons of people. And another funny thing about Matt, I'll be talking with customers that come in and attorneys and different people, and they don't know who I am. But when I say, "Oh, my husband is Matt," we know Matt. We love Matt.
Everybody knows Matt.
Like, yep, that's Matt.
Well, what a great couple. I mean, my goodness. Y'all are just
Thank
so
you.
cute.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now let's get into something that I'm sure everybody wants to know, Matt. The Jewelry Emporium jingle. We've been singing it and having a good time with it, but take us behind the music.
Well,
how did this masterpiece?
How was it created?
How was it great? Well, I wanted something that'd stick in people's heads to be just annoying enough to be memorable.
Right.
And
nailed it.
Yep. It actually worked a lot better than I thought it was, but it's a secret sauce here. The tune is to James Bond's "Diamonds Are Forever."
Oh yeah.
Oh really? I never.
Yeah.
Why did I not ever pick up on that?
Yep.
You'll go listen to it now.
I had two songs I wanted: "Diamonds Are Forever" or "Diamonds and Pearls" from Prince.
Yes.
And we couldn't get Prince to work.
Yeah.
So.
Because Prince is a little more intricate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Back then he was.
Prince.
He was a symbol.
He was.
Before the symbol.
He didn't have a name.
He had no name. The man with no
just
name.
A symbol.
Yep.
Symbol then.
Yep.
So I didn't know that.
Yep. And
That's a nice piece of trivia.
If you listen to both of the jingle and then the song, it is the same tune.
Yeah.
So a funny thing, back in Albany, we have these local radio stations from Cookeville that pretty much everybody listens to.
Country Giant.
Country Giant and all the different ones. And so my sister has sang that song for years and years. And so when me and Matt started dating, she's like, "The Jewelry Emporium," and the number. I don't know the number, but she knows the number.
She doesn't know the number.
I don't know the number, sadly, but he knows.
I don't know the number either.
She knew the whole everything, and it's so funny to hear her.
Sheila's thinking.
866-75309.
Come on, Matt.
526-8366.
Now you can call the Jewelry Emporium.
That's in your birthday videos, man.
I love those.
I know so many
My
people.
corny, cheesy things.
Well, yeah, but
That's
you know
why
what?
It's so great.
I know
It is
people
great.
who are having a terrible day. You know, it's a terrible day. It's their birthday, and they're like, "Oh man, I had to work on my birthday. It's been a terrible day." And then they'll say, "But I did get my video from Matt Phillips, the Jewelry Emporium."
That's right.
So I actually stopped doing it for about 2 years, and about a year and a half ago, it's a shout out to Ryan Risher.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
He said all he wants for his birthday is a new video from me.
Yeah.
And I consider that a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And
revamped it a little bit.
Great videos too. I like all his.
Oh, Ryan's
haunted Tennessee
amazing.
videos.
Oh,
yeah.
it is great. He is a clever guy.
Yeah, he is.
It's really
And
cute.
he gives donuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought them back, man.
Well, thank you.
Because even if it's not your birthday, it makes you feel good watching you be a dork. You know,
It's so funny.
Compliment? Is that a compliment?
It is.
Okay.
That's why we love you.
He compiled clips from years ago.
He doesn't care
Yeah.
to be silly, and I love that. I mean, it's
We
like
go way
when-
back being silly.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
Matt.
Once we get an adult, people stop being silly, and I'm just like, we need silly people in the world. We need more Matts in the world.
We do need
Oh,
more
gosh.
Matts in the world.
yeah.
It'd make a fun place.
I've loved him for a long time. He's just great.
We've had a thing.
It is Valentine's
Come on
Day.
my show a long time ago.
Oh, long, long, long,
Not
long.
that thing, just friends.
Yeah.
I was like, Tanya,
It's
seriously.
okay. I get it. Everybody loves him. It's okay.
I just don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I know, it's a lot.
Me and Jason have never had a thing.
But they will. The bro love goes deep.
Bro
with
love,
them.
okay.
We may
Romances.
we may bro it up later. You don't know.
I made Galentine with Tanya.
Hey, let's
Okay.
do it.
Time.
All right, so back to Valentine's.
Yes.
I got him where he's speechless. He's never.
Well, no, I'm just trying to get us back on track here.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were
Sidebarring too
getting
much.
off the rails. We started off the rails,
We
but
did.
Way off.
With us,
So,
it's to be expected.
I'm really trying hard to make this,
Yes.
somewhat
Professional?
professional.
Yeah, let's
you
do
know.
it.
So Valentine's Day is coming up still. We're still talking about that a little bit. If the you've been married forever. We talked about if you just started day, but you've been married forever, and maybe that
Maybe Tim Scruggs after being married 34 years.
yeah, maybe you've been married
Tim.
for
Attention,
34
Tim.
years, and and the love's still there. Everything's still there, but you're ready to do something a little bit better than here's a card and flowers. But maybe you still need to stay in somewhat of a budget, which times are where people need to stay in that budget, and people automatically think jewelry is so expensive that there's a barrier there, but. Is there right now, or what?
Well, the new, I guess it's the new tech thing, are the lab grown diamonds. It is a diamond. It's just born in a laboratory. The only thing different, it is beautiful. They are stunning, and they're about 90% less than a natural diamond.
Great price
for
point.
qualities.
You said 90.
90%, 90. Yes.
I mean,
And they're still shiny, sparkly,
And they're
beautiful. Nobody's
beautiful. No.
it's not like a cubic
Not a
zirconia.
cubic
Oh, no.
zirconia. It is a diamond, just grown in a lab where one is grown in the earth. It's budget friendly, plus you can get a big, large, pretty thing.
You can get triple, I would say.
Really?
Well, 9 times.
Yeah. But
9 times the
is that something proper to do in an engagement ring,
A lot
or
of people are using that in engagement rings. It's super popular in earrings.
Oh, yeah?
You get big bling and bright bling, and it doesn't break the bank.
okay? So if you've been going for a while, maybe you're just getting a pendant necklace or something like that, then that would be a good way to
Easy
go.
upgrade.
All right.
Reasonable upgrade.
Now, I always my daughter, I'd always get her a little something for Valentine's Day, and have stepdaughter now, so try to get, the daughters, and now I've
Exactly.
got a granddaughter.
Oh.
So, there's a lot of little things I'd like to get, for them, especially like, babies probably not so much, but those teenage daughters that you want to get them something for Valentine's Day.
what's a good daddy gift for a teenage daughter?
Sterling silver.
Really?
It's more popular than gold still with
Price
the
point.
teenagers or
Well, believe it or not, yellow is actually probably
Coming
just
back.
as strong, if not stronger, than white now.
Yeah.
Which is super, super crazy.
It all circles back around
It
eventually.
does.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
It's a good thing you
bell-bottoms
saved that
and
nugget ring then, Sheila.
There you go.
I get you a yellow gold nugget ring.
Pinned it.
Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I got a girl a nugget ring once that had the tiniest little speck of diamond you could possibly find up in the corner.
he's like, yeah, girl, I got you your diamond.
It didn't work.
It was a
See
big
it?
thing.
Get out
was
your
a
magnifying
huge
glass,
thing.
girl.
Yep.
It didn't work out.
Oh, should have got a bigger diamond, maybe.
Probably, yeah. She got a bigger diamond. Give us your hours and when you're open and all of that stuff.
We're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and 10 to 2 on Saturdays.
For those that are new in the area, you are kind of catty corner from Petco.
Correct. Basically, if you turn beside Books A Million, we're the first place on the left. Yeah. It's a lot easier that way. Catty cornered from,
I was like, well, I was trying to think.
In the Jackson
of
Plaza
the
Shopping
area.
Center.
Yeah.
Other side of Food Line.
If I don't say, Like for us ladies, sometimes we don't know road names. We know
places to shop.
Yeah, I know shopping places.
We're down the road from
By the yogurt place.
Yeah, there you go. Down-
By the yogurt place.
down from
TJ
Old
Maxx, we can see from our front door.
Hey, everybody can find it then
Yeah.
for sure.
Stop
That's
by.
why Matthew's good. He knows girl talk.
That's right.
Stop by and see them if you just don't know what to do. Matt's there. Very helpful staff is there too, and they know.
Girls are great. They can figure out anything for you.
And they know what you're talking about somehow, because they always have an iPod in there.
Somehow.
I need that thing that goes on here and.
They're always so sweet. I mean,
Right.
that's what's great. So, guys, do not be embarrassed to go to
No.
the
All you have to do is show a picture.
Yeah.
They'll take care of the rest.
Thanks so much for being here. We really do
guys.
appreciate
Great to see
it.
you.
Thank you all. So much
good-
fun.
Good morning, Cookeville, Sheila. Do you have any bite? Well, never mind. We're out of time.
Oh, okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM and AM 1400.